Good morning, all of our English-speaking friends out there in our crypto world. We have some hot news this morning from DeFi IoT Latin America. Today, we have some news on Charles Hoskinson's comments on El Salvador, adopting Bitcoin, his congratulations on Bitcoin, and even more so, we have some hot news coming off the wire just a few hours ago. Binance announces support for Cardano's Alonzo mainnet launch. Stay tuned. Let's get into some details. What's this mean for Cardano? And what's this mean for Bitcoin in the crypto world? Stay tuned. All right, let's talk about a little bit what's going on this morning. This is something I want to share with you too, that on our Discord, you can sign up for our Discord. You can go down below there and you can hit the link for our Discord. Right now, our Discord's free. When we get more people there, Discord is going to be something that we'll ask for a donation for to help us out a little bit. That's going to be where we're going to have the hot news of the day or the hour, what's going on in the crypto world. And there's always something going on. If you're investing in cryptocurrencies and you want to see what we're doing, where we do our research, we get up early in the morning and we try to dig into what's going on in the crypto world. And we're at this up to very late in the day as well, and even into the night sometimes. And we do what it takes to bring you the news so that you and I and all of us can have a better life in the future and for our children. All right, so let's get into a little bit what's going on. Binance announces, I'm just going to read to you from the wire here, what we got here. Binance announced support for Cardano's Alonzo mainnet launch. Okay, I'll put the link down below so you can go in and see it yourself as well. Okay, we know that Binance is the largest cryptocurrency exchange in trading volume, right? So it's announced to support this new Alonzo mainnet launch that we talked about yesterday. That the video should be coming out here today as well. This is news that's going to be more found in our Discord, and it'll be on the YouTube channel as well. But those that will be our subscribers by donation will get this kind of information. So we're trying to show you that you'll get information even before our videos that are done last night or in the morning before they're produced and coming out. This would be a quicker video that comes out with just, hey, where do I go so I can get involved in this if I want to get involved in it? Now remember something. I am not a financial advisor. This is purely educational and, if you want to say, even entertaining, if you will. But we put our heart and soul into this, and we go this direction, and we want to share with you what we're learning and what we're doing. So if you can get gain from this, hit the like button, follow us, subscribe, please, and share with your friends. We're trying to grow this site so that we can share with more people and stabilize and strengthen the crypto world. A lot of things are changing out there in the world. It's very dynamic. So on our Discord, we will bring all the dynamics. We'll bring it in YouTube as well, but YouTube will maybe a little bit slower, a little bit more behind. Our Discord, you can go right on our Discord and your app, and I'll get up in the morning, first thing in the morning, or whenever things are happening, and I'll be on top of it. There's so much going on, I can't do videos every moment of everything that's going on. So in our Discord, you'll be able to stay right on top with us. So please go into our Discord, that you'll find the link below. Now let's get into this. So we know that Binance is one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in trading volume. Right? You can have your confidence or inconfidence in Binance because they're actually becoming now more of a centralized exchange. However, they are one of the biggest players. They have both a U.S. arm and they have a world arm. Now look, here's what's going on. Let's read this. Binance has made an announcement by its official Twitter handle, okay, a couple of hours ago. According to the update in Cardano, which is ADA, right, the upgrade will commence during the epoch of 290, or approximately on the 12th of September at 2021, here coming up this weekend, at 21:44 UTC. Now, here we go. Now, we have here is that here's some important things to know. If you're going to buy Cardano, we're buying it now. Because on the weekend is what is triggering here is so starting off the time mentioned above, Binance reported deposits and withdrawals, and the digital token ADA will be suspended. Okay, so when they're making this transition of the software, it's going to be suspended. So here you have the tweet from announcing that Binance will support Cardano. I'll put this down below as well. There's a tweet here. This is all done really quick. Here's some things I want you to know though. Trading of ADA will not be affected. Okay. Please leave sufficient time for deposits to be processed prior to the cutoff time. And that cutoff time is going back to, what we say here, it's going to be at approximately 21:44, so 9:44 UTC, okay? We will handle all technical requirements involved for all users holding ADA, which is Cardano, in their Binance accounts. The ADA network upgrade and the hard fork will not result in new tokens being created, because a lot of times in the hard fork, there's new tokens created. This will not take place this time. We will reopen deposits and withdrawals for ADA once we deem the upgrade network to be stable, and will not notify users in further announcements. So they'll just upgrade it, and it'll go back to being used again. A lot of times you can see on the crypto exchanges, it'll say that temporarily exchanged, temporarily suspended, or something of that nature. And so you'll know that you cannot sometimes buy or sell, or sometimes you can buy but not sell. In this situation, it's all going to be suspended while this is taking place for this hard fork, this upgrade. Okay. Something else I want to get into, though. Charles Hoskinson says that there's nothing to fix. There's something here I want to talk about for the min swap error. All right. So some people have kind of shied away from Cardano. I'm real bullish on Cardano from my homework I've done, and then we're moving towards Cardano. I'm out more bullish on Cardano than I am with Ethereum. Now we have to understand something, that Charles Hoskinson, it was a co-founder of Ethereum, right? With Vitalik, how do you say that name again? Vitalik. Buterin. I confuse it between Spanish and English. Anyway, I'm not a real fan of his, and so I kind of mess up his name a lot of times, Mr. Buterin. Anyway, so he branched off, seeing the weaknesses in Ethereum, and started Cardano, which is ADA in the trading, right, for its currency. I'm more pro Cardano. I love the way the blockchain is wide open. I think it has a huge future to it. We talked about this yesterday in our videos, that I think we can just go to a level that we've never been before as far as business is concerned and as far as opportunities. And I think that also will allow individuals to come into Cardano that maybe aren't as experienced. I know that on Ethereum, there are certain restrictions that restrict the growth of where we can go to other dimensions. And that's why I'm really bullish on Cardano. And I think that they're really dynamic in a sense of going forward, and flexible in the sense that they'll be able to move and adapt more to new technologies coming out. In mind, I want to come back now and also say, here's something that's been going around about the min swap error that took place on their Cardano blockchain, right? And so I'm just going to repeat this here. Okay, September 6th, of this year, MinSwap, a decentralized exchange, right, on the Cardano network, announced a temporary shutdown of its testnet. Testnet meaning it's doing its proving status, right? It's going through working out all of its bugs, which led to tons of negative reaction from the crypto community, and a lot of it towards Cardano. I'm trying to blame Cardano. But basically what's coming out is Charles Hoskinson says, hey, there's nothing to fix it. We didn't do it. This wasn't an error of ours. This was an error on MinSwap's part. So it wasn't the Cardano network itself or the Cardano blockchain itself that caused this problem. So I want to make that clear too, that we need to clarify that, do our research. I know a lot of people are just reactionary, and I get emotional too. I mean, you can see that. But the thing we got to realize is that when it comes to investing our money, we can get emotional, but we got to sit down and do our homework too, right? And you need to do your homework. Each one of us need to do our homework, and we're responsible ourselves for our investments. I'm just telling you and sharing you, hey, we're buying more Cardano. I'm bullish on Cardano. I think Cardano's leading the way right now for our future. And, on that same subject, I want to just mention this, that, let's just jump into what Charles Hoskinson said too about, on the 7th of September, what he said about El Salvador and Bitcoin. I'll put the link down below as well for this one. And he actually congratulates, I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of it, and I'll put the link below and you can read it yourself. He congratulates El Salvador and Bitcoin for this huge momentous occasion that finally a country adopts Bitcoin. Now, I hope with everything I have, I hope and pray that this does work. I hope and pray that El Salvador, the intention is true, and I think it is, but I don't know. I've never sat down with the president of El Salvador and talked to him personally, but I think it's a good move. I don't think it's a distraction. I don't think it's what he's trying to do to stay in power, become a dictator, as some of the rumors going around. They're trying to destroy his character. And they tried to dump on Bitcoin the last 2 days. And guess what? It didn't work. Right this morning, when I got up this morning, Bitcoin's already starting to go sideways now. It's leveling off. So I think what we're going to find is with all this positive input coming out, I really think between here and the end of the year, you're going to see Bitcoin even go higher. That's my personal opinion. I see the whole cryptocurrency market's going to push higher. We're bullish on buying right now. We're buying. Now, yesterday was a great day for buying. Today is starting to go back up again. I think you're going to have more hiccups because these whales, people have a lot of influence, don't want it to happen. They're buying in these central banks, these big bankers, and these financial institutions from Europe and the U.S. and others, and they're buying in, and they're taking advantage of it just to get money out of it. They don't really want it to succeed because that means it's going to replace them. And so what they want is they want to make their money out of it and destroy it if they can too. They make it volatile. So understand what cryptocurrency is about. And what we do is try to educate so we can beat them. And guess what? There's more of us than there are of them. And we saw that they dumped on El Salvador and they tried to sell off a huge body of movement, billions of dollars in movement in Bitcoin yesterday. And you know what? It didn't happen. We as a people said, no, I'm not selling this off. I believe in this. This is good news for us. And it didn't happen. So we're taking back the power from these big corporate giants and these governments and these bank systems that have been controlling us and our finances and our economic futures and our economies for many years, too many years. So I'm bullish on Cardano. I think they're going the direction of decentralization. I'm not big on the fact of their staking idea. I'm not a huge fan of staking because I think that can lean to centralization again. I'm more of a fan on actually mining and certain types of mining. We can become more. We can use less power. I'm not going to say ecological friendly in this because that's a lie in itself. Because using electricity is not a natural resource. Electricity is something that's generated by man. Or woman, if you will, but mankind. We generate that, we make that, we create that, and there's a lot of excess in a lot of areas of electricity. So that's a bunch of poo-poo, that the fact that it's a natural resource and it's destroying the environment. It has nothing to do with the environment. What it has to do with is just that people don't like it because they're not involved in the game. They're not doing it themselves. So they want to poo-poo on it. They want to make everybody else stay in this rut that they're stuck into because they can't think outside the box and get involved and take that risk. You got to take some risks in life. You got to learn, and you study it out, and you take studied out risks, right? You don't just jump into it with nothing. You might want to come into cryptocurrency with maybe a few $100 and start learning. We got in losing in the beginning. We figured, hey, how are we losing? Well, how do we make money in this? How do we do it? And so now the group that I'm with, these guys are going in and they're starting to invest right and make money now. They're starting to see growth. So as we're doing this, we're trying to share with you. And I'm sure we're going to make more mistakes going forward. But that's where you're going a little bit. You need to go in little by little, but consistently. It's no different than a stock exchange. You can go in blind there too and lose your money the same way you can in cryptocurrency. I'm sorry. You can argue with me all you want to, but they're very much the same in that regard, as far as the risk is concerned. Now you can say, well, yeah, but I can put my money in a blue chip. Yeah, good luck with that. The dollar collapses tomorrow, and what's that blue chip do? And so there goes your money too. It's still a risk. You're still taking a risk. So what you want to do is you want to actually reduce, through education, your risk factor, right? But don't be afraid. Cardano's a good move. I'm bullish on Cardano. Today I want to say, hey, this is a great day for Bitcoin. The whales did not work this time. Elon Musk, poo-poo on you. You did not work this time. You did not create a crash in the crypto market as people were saying would happen. We're already starting to go sideways now, and we're leveling off. And you're going to see from here to the end of the year a return and a growth. I am positive and bullish on that. Now, go below. Click the like if you like what we're talking about. I'm going to be very frank with you. I'm not hiding nothing. I'll be very bold on what I think is good and what I think is good. And that's done through our research, not my opinion. My dad used to tell me opinions are like butts. Everybody has one. But it doesn't mean anything if you don't develop their opinion and become more of a strategic idea or a strategic thought or some sort of intellectual ideas behind your opinions. That's what makes the world go round. That's what causes debate, not just opinions. So please do your homework. Click below. We'll leave all the links there. They'll be below. Binance is going to support this hard fork for Cardano. That's good. That's huge. And those not going to be big hiccups like there are in some other cases, like we just had the whole Ethereum deal last month. There were a lot of concern for hiccups. Cardano's not expecting big hiccups in hard fork. We're buying Cardano. And my message today is to tell you, we're buying Cardano. Look into it yourself. Look below, read, and look to see what Charles Hoskinson says too about El Salvador, and congratulating El Salvador in Bitcoin and saying that the youth, most people in cryptocurrencies are 25 years and younger. Most people bullish and positive on cryptocurrencies are 25 years and younger. And why is that? It's the same age that we send off to war too, because they're not afraid. They take chances. Now, sometimes they take undue risks, but they're taking chances, and they're learning now how to stabilize cryptocurrencies. We need to do the same thing. Go below, look into it yourself, do your homework. But I'm bullish on Cardano.